Hey everyone, I mentioned in my last video, if you watched it all the way through on Jack's journey, that I wanted to bring different content to the channel. Sorry about that. So today I'm going to do something that's very simple, that's something I always enjoy, and that's book reading. So, yes, so I've chosen 10 series, they're all young adult fantasy series, and I've chosen my favorite book from each series. It has to be, I've chosen ones that are at least 3 books or more in length. I just feel like that's easier for everyone just to choose from there. And yeah, we're going to kick it off with the third series that I ever read, which was about 5 years ago now. No, 4 years ago. There you go. And we're going to kick it off with that one. So here we go. Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. As I mentioned, this is the third book, third series that I have ever read. And yeah, Percy Jackson. My favorite book from that one is The Battle of the Labyrinth. What I really love about this book is how eerie it is. They're underground in a maze, which is already creepy enough. But then they're going to take on certain challenges, certain weird challenges that include, man-eating zebras and bloke with 3 hearts, 100-handed one in a prison, all that kind of stuff. Minotaur, all that. I just loved all of that, and the unpredictability of where they're going to end up, what they're going to find is also really good. And yeah, I love all the characters. Love Grover. He's my favorite, and gets to achieve his life's ambition, which is fantastic. So I really love this book. It's fantastic out of the 5. All 5 are great. Movies, not so much. Anyway, moving on. Next one. The Maze Runner series, written by James Dashner. Here we have the Maze Runner series. Now, with this one, I was a little bit skeptical about it before I read it. Wasn't sure what to expect. I'd read a little bit about the first book, but when I read it, I was blown away. It was absolutely fantastic. My favorite book is the first one. Thought I'd get that in there quickly. First book is the best one for me. I absolutely loved it. Uh, they create their own language, for goodness sake. They have their own way of living. They got everyone jobs. The way that they do that, they got a leader. They got this big, big maze that they need to figure out. Then you got the grievers and everything. It just there's a lot of action in it as well. I love that. It's yeah, absolutely brilliant. Very nicely done. Uh, yeah, favorite thing about it really is the emotional roller coaster, really, and the language that they have created, and the way that it ended was also very intriguing. So it set up the rest of the series. It was brilliant. Next, Divergent series, written by Veronica Roth. Divergent series. This was another one I was actually skeptical about. I'd heard about it, heard how popular it was getting, and I thought, all right, let's give it a look, see what it is. I read it when it was only 2 books. There's 3 in total. And yeah, my favorite book of the 3 is Divergent, the original, the first one. I love how action packed it is. The development of main character Triss, when she goes from what is probably seen as the softest faction and joins what is seen as probably the toughest one of all. And the just development of her going from that to being really, really tough and just doing her own thing, enjoying herself, and there's some great plot twists in this one as well. I love plot twists, absolutely love them. Uh, yeah, but the movies themselves, first one was good. I haven't bothered to watch any after the second one. I was so annoyed with the second one that I haven't watched any since. So, Divergent, first book, favorite. Let's go. The Mortal Instruments, written by Cassandra Clare. Here we have the Mortal Instruments. Now, Mortal Instruments has 6 books. The last one being the longest. It was bloody lengthy. Um, my favorite book in this series is City of Glass. Uh, Now, in this one, what I really enjoyed is that we got to see the heart of the Shadowhunter community. We got to see conflicts and characters. Got to see there were massive plot twists, massive facts that we found out about the game that we didn't know. I especially love the fact that at the end of this book, it ended one story and then it started another as well, which was absolutely fantastic. That takes some skill, really. So it got to keep the series alive by adding in another story that's going to take over from the fourth book onwards. So I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And there's a love triangle. There's a few other things. We're going to meet Tessa in this one. Tessa's from the Infernal Devices as well. So yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, if you have read it, I hope you enjoyed it as well. And let's see what's next. The Chosen One, Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Next up, we have the first series that I have ever read in my life, all the way through, Harry Potter. Harry Potter is the first series for a lot of people around about my age, maybe a little bit older as well. My favourite book out of that series is The Order of the Phoenix, the fifth book. There are 7 books in total. I love this one mainly because of the conflicts in characters, where conflict with each other. We get to see Harry's human side, his emotions, how he's feeling, and all of that. And we also get a character that somehow, this is great writing to be honest, but that somehow we get a character that we hate even more than the main villain, Dolores Umbridge. Oh my god, she is so frustrating, so annoying. We all hate her. I don't think there's a single person who has read this series or watched the movies that likes this woman. Ugh, yuck. Movies are great. Books are great. Looking forward to Fantastic Beasts. Seeing it soon. Love it. Heroes of Olympus by Rick Riordan. So, we now have Heroes of Olympus. This one has 5 books. It is a follow-on from the Percy Jackson series. My favourite book in this one is The Mark of Athena, which is the 3rd book. What I really love about it is the cover. I love the cover. It's strikingly blue with the dragon fire just comes right at you. It really stands out. I absolutely love the cover. Covers are underrated sometimes, I think. If you one that really catches your eye, you really want to read it. Fantastic. We also, with this one, I love the fact that there's conflict. I love conflict in characters. Absolutely, I love conflict. Conflict between Percy and new character Jason, where they're both really powerful, but they don't know who the leader's going to be, so they have like a bit of a standoff between each other. And in the end, they find out about how to work together and everything. I love the fact that Annabeth gets her own mission in this one. I love the fact that she gets the mission for Athena children, and absolutely brilliant. I love it. Love that. And the cliffhanger. Oh my God, Rick, why did you give us a cliffhanger 3 books into a series? It just, damn you, damn you. He did apologize though. It started a 4th book, and I found that really, really funny as well. So, Heroes of Olympus, favorite book, Mark of Athena. Lengthy books, but very good books as well. Absolutely love them. Leo, favorite character, hilarious, and that's it. The Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. The Hunger Games. Now, not only was this book series highly successful, the movie series was also highly successful. And I think the reason why the movies were so successful is because they kept true to the books. They didn't change too much. They did change some things, obviously, but they didn't change too much. They stayed true. And my favorite book in the book series is one of many, Catching Fire. Now, the one thing that I remember about this book is that I was so into it that I was studying at the time at a education center. I walked home reading this book. I was only halfway through, and I really wanted to see what was happening. So I was walking home. It was a half-hour walk to get home, and I was walking along, just in the wind, by the way, holding it, trying to read it, trying to keep it going, and getting home. I love this book. Just the fact that she went back into the arena, and that was scary. That would have been very scary. I got to meet my favorite character ever as well, Finnick Odair. He is my favorite character of any series that I've read. I just think he's an absolutely magnificent person. Uh, Mystery. He's a mystery, really. So yeah, I love the Catching Fire book. It's my favorite book. Let's go. What's next? Books of Beginning, written by John Stevens. I'm pretty sure that this one is a little known series. Books at the Beginning. The Books of Beginning, sorry. If you haven't read it, I will try not to spoil it for you. There are 3 books. It includes, they had to find these books, unite them together to save the magical world. My favorite book in it is the second book called The Fire Chronicle. What I really like about this book is the development of the second oldest sibling. There are three of them. The development of him going from the follower of his older sister to being the leader. There is a great plot twist in this one as well. It's a great, different kind of magical world. I absolutely love that. I love plot twists as well. I enjoyed the development. My favorite scene in this book is the one with the dragon. I love the one with the dragon. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't seen it, give it a read. You may enjoy it. I know I did. It's very good. What's next? The Spellcaster series, written by Claudia Gray. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is also a little known series. Spellcaster series. There are three books. My favorite one of the three is Steadfast. I just really enjoyed this book simply because of the ending of the book. The ending was great finish, and really made you want to read the final book. It really did. I also enjoy the other plot twists, the way that we get to see the plot twists, see the development of the other characters in their own story. They all have their own way that they're going, so that's all brilliant as well. I love that. Yeah, really enjoyable series. The books aren't too long, thankfully, and yeah, the fact that the books aren't long also helps. You can just keep going, and it's also brilliant. So, very good. Very much enjoyed it. Give it a read if you want to. I'm not sure what you'll think of it. The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. The Infernal Devices. This one comes after the Mortal Instruments. There's also another one out as well. I think it's called The Dark Artifacts. I've read the first book of that one. Uh, Infernal Devices, three books. My favorite one is The Clockwork Princess. And I really enjoyed this book because of the emotional impact it has between two of the main characters, Will and Jem. And then, of course, I love the ending, the epilogue that we got, where we got to see snippets of the main character, Tessa. We got to see snippets of her life. If you don't understand what I mean, she's pretty much immortal. For some reason, read the books, you'll find out. I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah, really enjoyed that as well. It's just a very well written book. It's set in a very different time in London, and I love London. I want to visit there one day. And yeah, just absolutely loved it. Fantastic. Great emotional roller coaster. The final battle scene was a bit quick for me. I didn't really understand what the hell was going on, but that's the way it is. I really enjoyed it. Do give it a read if you enjoyed the Mortal Instruments. This one definitely holds up. That's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope some of you may agree with my choices. Some of you may disagree, and that's okay. If you want to tell us your opinion on what favorite books are from these series, or even from series that I haven't read, I understand that there are those that I haven't read yet. I haven't read Throne of Glass yet, but I am going to read it. I will read the two prequels from the Maze Runner series as well when I get a chance. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can do something like this again, and hopefully I can make the video shorter. I am still learning how to do this whole video thing. But yeah, hope you like my shirt too, buddy. I wore it especially for this. It's the only fandom shirt I actually own, and I bought it last year. I absolutely love it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I can bring you good content, and I hope you enjoyed this. See you guys later.